It's here. It's finally happening. We were warned, and we didn't listen. And now the day has come, and we're not ready.
Stay tuned. The day of reckoning will come.
This video could quite possibly cause the apocalypse, and we may be seeing the end of humanity as we know it. Now for me, making this video is an absolute terrible idea for a few different reasons. A, it don't matter when I post this video, cause for the next 4 days, you psychopaths are gonna be mobbing in my comments, telling me Alex Bale dropped this video, knowing good and damn well that I done already sat here and watched the damn video. B, we are going to get an update on the lore surrounding the demented, deformed, demonic demon cow that is forcing Alex against his will to continue making these psychotic SpongeBob conspiracy theories. And 3, the Goofy Goober alien death cult. Excuse me? It's bad enough I gotta sit here and deal with this alien death cow who has taken form of an emotionless black void. Now you telling me that Goofy Goober himself is the leader of an alien death cult? Now I don't know about y'all, but when I was a kid, I was repping the Goofy Goober gang pretty heavily, bro. I was throwing up the GGs on the regular, on the set. That's on all the dead homies. And now you're telling me I possibly was indoctrinated into an alien death cult. My life really couldn't get much worse. The more I continue to live, the more I continue to spiral out of control. Now, before we get into this, I feel like I need to say that I am feeling conflicted emotions going into this. On one hand, the thought of a Goofy Goober alien death cult terrifies the hell out of me. But on the other hand, I might be the only person in the world brave enough to try to take on the challenge of defeating the demon and putting a stop to all of this madness. So without any further ado, may God help us all. The Goofy Goober alien death cult theory, SpongeBob conspiracy number 6 from our favorite evil genius, Alex Bale. Let's see what we got.
That's right. You read the title correctly. This is the Goofy Goober alien death cult theory.
Oh,
and no, I am not joking. This seemingly innocent ice cream parlor is a front for something very sinister. The beloved SpongeBob movie actually has a much darker and tragic meaning to it. I am being 100% serious when I tell you that I think this is my best, most convincing theory yet. And if you thought my evolution theory was dark, well, get ready. This is the Goofy Goober alien death cult theory.
I'm not too sure how you can get any darker than that absolutely demented ending to that evolution theory, but dear God, that gives me the heebie-jeebies even more, bro. My ass is clenched, dude. I can't do this. I'm holding on for dear life. Okay.
Hey, what's the biggest animal that you have? Oh boy, Alex.
What? Why is Alex Bale searching for a fairly humongous animal, dude? What do you mean, what's the largest animal you have? What's the biggest animal you can get at a pet store? Like a hippo or something, dude? Bro, this is not good, bro. This is, dude, it's that fucking cow, bro. He's up to no good. He's up to no good.
Alex has finally lost his mind. Goofy Goober alien death cult theory? What, did he make that in a random word generator? Trust me, there's actually a lot to this theory. And if anyone's qualified to make it, it's me, considering I made a whole web series about a restaurant being a front for a cult. Here at Pizza Time Pizza, we don't use any preservatives or fake ingredients. Pizza Time Pizza is not a cult. But those
It's
are the
a cult that makes you want to slaughter your entire family.
days. I'm the SpongeBob guy now, and there is an insane demand for more of these theories. I mean, the Mrs. Puff one has like 12 million views. That is crazy.
Dude, that's
Thank
insane,
you guys
bro.
so much. Now, this is
Dude, congrats to Alex on that, by the way, bro. That's absolutely fucking nuts, dude.
part of the video where
That's
I try to make
crazy.
you think I'm about to start the theory, but then,
Bonkers,
oh
if you
boy,
will.
a sponsor. Everyone loves those. But today, I'm
Yay.
actually sponsored by a company that I'm really excited to talk about.
What?
Happy Meat Farms is an animal farming company that offers a variety of different delicious meat products. In the meat industry, there's so
Happy fucking meat farms, dude! Stop.
many factory farms out there that
I'm on the case, bro. This is a clue. This is a lead, bro.
thousands of animals into tight, unlivable spaces and pump them full of GMOs. But Happy Meat Farms is a completely humane and organic alternative.
yeah,
every
definitely.
animal has plenty of
I
wide
believe every
outdoor
word you
space to
say.
roam free, and every animal is raised 100% naturally with no added chemicals. As an animal lover myself, I am so grateful to be sponsored by Happy Meat Farms. If you want to learn more about them and what they stand for, go to happymeatfarms.com. Now let's begin the theory.
Oh my god, bro.
Goofy Goober's is an old-fashioned ice cream parlor that first appeared in the SpongeBob movie. It's the
Right.
very definition of a fun, innocent place for children. So, how on earth did I come to the conclusion that it's actually an alien death cult?
'Cause you're
In fact,
a
what
madman?
even is an alien death cult? Usually, it's a religious group that wants you to believe that one day aliens will come to Earth and take the members of the cult to a better place. And in order to get there, they have to commit mass suicide. The most infamous example of this being Heaven's Gate.
Right.
Like I said, this is going to
Right,
be
okay.
a very dark video with some serious subject matter. So,
Okay.
how does this have anything to do with Goofy Goobers? In the more
You know what the craziest part about this is? This is a video about SpongeBob SquarePants, and the entire idea of Heaven's Gate and alien death cult isn't even the most terrifying part about this video. It's lovely, dude.
be a very dark
great.
video with some serious subject matter. So, how does this have anything to do with Goofy Goobers? In the more recent seasons of SpongeBob, they've started referencing Goofy Goobers again. In fact, there's even an episode called The Goofy Newbie where Patrick gets a job there. And it's in this episode when Patrick is watching an employee training video that I first realized there was something more going on here.
The story of our ice cream begins with our founder, Reginald Goober, who for some unexplained reason was nicknamed Goofy. In 1842, he
For
headed
some
west in a
unexplainable
covered
reason.
ice cream wagon. He served his warm ice cream on rocks and sticks. From those humble beginnings, Goofy Goober has grown into a multi-billion-dollar business.
You know, it's a pretty standard company video. They just want
Right.
their employees to wash their hands and keep their work area clean.
We only ask that you, 1, practice good hygiene, 2, maintain good work habits,
Nothing out of the ordinary, except
Right.
there's one more thing that they want you to do.
and 3, believe in extraterrestrials.
Oh, that's nice. That's wonderful. It's great.
Huh. An organization that wants you to believe in aliens. That couldn't be a Heaven's Gate reference in SpongeBob, could it?
Oh, no.
That's crazy.
Oh,
and even if it was,
no.
it could just be a random throwaway gag. There's no way Goofy Goobers is actually a cult,
Can't be.
right?
Right.
Then I
Can't be.
started to rewatch every appearance of Goofy Goobers, and things took on a whole new meaning. One of the most basic ideas of a cult is that they strip you of your individuality and make you change your entire identity to be about the cult. And that's exactly what Goofy Goobers does. Everyone there wears Goofy Goober uniforms just like a cult. I mean, what other restaurant has not just employees, but customers that always dress up in a specific way? And their theme
Oh,
song that
right.
is constantly repeated and reinforced is just the simple line,
I'm a goofy goober, yeah.
You're a goofy goober, yeah. We're all goofy goobers. Yeah, that's on the
I'm a
gang.
Goofy Goober, you're a Goofy Goober, "We're all Goofy Goobers." It is literally just a song saying that your whole identity is based around Goofy Goobers, and that's it. And in the SpongeBob movie, there's a scene where SpongeBob and Patrick have to try their best to not sing along to the theme song, and it literally causes them intense pain to not sing along.
Oh my god!
Trying so hard.
And then the guy with the two heads, bro!
Brainwashed and physically can't stop themselves from singing it. And you can't even just chalk this up to SpongeBob and Patrick being weirdos. Two other fish can't stop themselves from singing along, even though it means they'll get beat up for it.
Goofy, Goofy, Goober, Goobers, yeah!
Dude, that's... Bro,
And just like how many cults
stop!
have an icon or god that they worship, Goofy Goobers has the dancing peanut mascot that's all over the restaurant's branding. I mean,
Right.
just look at how excited all the kids are when he comes out.
Goofy, Goober!
Alright, but just because kids like a mascot doesn't mean that they have some kind of religious worship for them. Well, if you don't believe me, take it from SpongeBob himself.
Open your eyes!
Correct, bro, because if you look at the real life version, right, look at me, Chuck E. Cheese. Right? You guys know that I've always had a long-standing beef with the Chuck E. Cheese mascot, bro. We was always getting into rival dance battles, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, and then you look at this, bro, they all, like, worship him like he's a god, bro, like he's Jesus Christ. This is crazy, bro.
If you don't
And
believe
they're
me,
wearing matching uniforms. This is bad, bro.
take it from SpongeBob himself.
Open your eyes, Patrick! We blow bubbles, we eat ice cream, we worship a dancing peanut for corn's sake!
We do not worship him.
Patrick, you've been wearing the same Goofy Goober peanut party underpants for 3 years straight! What do you call that?
Worship?
In the SpongeBob movie video game, there's even a
What?
Goofy Goober token that reads, "In Goofy we trust," replacing the word God with Goofy. Things are looking awfully culty, aren't they? Cults
Yeah.
will also often create reading material about their
Dude, this is right up, dude. Usually when I hear about cults, bro, it's some weird psychopath, right? Some crackhead who somehow is able to convince other crackheads that he is the Messiah or the second coming of Christ, bro, and they all somehow figure out how to worship him and stuff, dude. Bro,
beliefs for their followers to read, and Goofy Goobers is no exception to this. In the new SpongeBob spin-off, The Patrick Star Show, we see a Goofy Goober employee reading some kind of book about ice cream. And look at him, he's not busy working, he's choosing to read this in his downtime. I mean, compare him to Squidward, who sometimes reads in his downtime at work. It's not like he's reading about the Krusty Krab. This book looks a lot like it's a doctrine for a cult's beliefs. A major part of how cults get so
oh my
successful
god,
is by
like the
getting their
Book of Mormon!
followers to give them money. Now, obviously, Goofy Goobers charges people for ice cream, but they actually convince their followers to trade their money for a made-up Goofy Goober currency.
I don't know what Plankton's paying you, but if you let us go, I can make it worth your while.
What is this?
That, sir, is $5 Goober dollars. Legal tender at any participating Goofy Goober.
This would explain how the Goofy Goober founder, an idiot who sold ice cream on rocks and sticks, turned the company into a multi-billion-dollar franchise. He convinced people to believe that aliens would one day take them to a better place and got them to give him all their money. Another tactic that cults use to
Dude!
indoctrinate people.
Bro! He's achieved my dream of being a supervillain. I'm kind of jealous, bro. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. That is genius, bro. But this is not good. This is awful. This is terrible just because it's not me.
Them to a better place and got them to give them all their money. Another tactic that cults use to indoctrinate people is overloading them
Emotional
with compliments and
manipulation.
making them feel special. And that's exactly what Goofy Goobers does to Patrick when he gets a job there. The training video says that they appreciate him.
Hello and welcome. As a new Goofy Goober employee, we'd like you to know that we appreciate you.
And then his manager says the exact same thing.
I'm your manager, and I want you to know that I appreciate you.
And then despite Patrick messing up and causing chaos, the manager
That's
says
the
it once
code.
again.
I'll give you another chance tomorrow. If it doesn't work out, I'm afraid you're fired. in a most appreciative way.
There is
Dude,
no reason for the manager to be this appreciative of Patrick after all the terrible work he's
you're
done.
right,
He's
bro.
just trying-
Appreciate seems to be like the, you know what I'm saying? That seems to be like the formula word, you know what I'm saying? When in doubt, just tell them that you appreciate them, and then they'll continue to do what you say, bro. Seems like that's the word they're trying to use to brainwash.
to emotionally manipulate him. The tactic is
I'm on
especially
to
effective
you.
on vulnerable people like children, and we see this in the Patrick Star Show. Not only did Patrick start eating Goofy Goober ice cream when he was young, and eventually ended up working there and worshiping their god, but this green kid also grew up to become an employee at Goofy Goober's.
The one in the movie. Oh!
There's a clear pattern here. Kids who eat the ice cream all eventually join the cult. They are specifically targeting children for indoctrination, but their
Oh my
manipulation goes far
God.
beyond just psychological tactics. Trust me, we've just scratched the surface of how far Goofy Goobers will go to brainwash its members. Things
I believe
are
you.
about
The crazy thing is I don't even need the rest. You don't need to prove it to me anymore. I fully believe you.
to get darker.
Trust me. But what does it mean?
There's a part in the SpongeBob movie where SpongeBob and Patrick go to Goofy Goobers and eat tons of
They
ice
get
cream all
slammed.
night to the point where they become completely drunk off of it. It's
Trashed.
a really funny scene,
Nothing else like a night out with the boys getting absolutely hammered with Goofy Goober, bro.
but it begs the question, why does the ice cream get them drunk? Maybe that's just how ice cream works in the SpongeBob universe, and it's the show's way of making a family-friendly alcohol reference.
It's made with
But
eggnog.
we've seen other instances where characters eat tons of ice cream and it doesn't have this effect on them. Alright, well, maybe this was just a one-time gag for the movie, and it's not a consistent part of the continuity. But in the season 11 episode, Call the Cops, we get this scene.
Oh, he's drunk.
One too many Goofy Goobers again, eh?
Oh my God, and he ate it. Dude, something's in that Goofy.
So, another deliberate reference to
Dude, Goofy is spiking people's ice cream, bro.
Goober ice
Somebody gotta take his ice cream license away.
cream having a weird alcoholic effect on people. Is it possible that they put something in the ice cream
Yeah,
to make people more open to cult
absolutely.
indoctrination? Cults have been known to use
think it's
drugs to keep their
ketamine.
followers obedient and suggestible. One of the most infamous examples of this being Charles Manson, who used LSD to convince his followers of his beliefs. If this is the case with Goofy Goobers, they'd probably want to make sure everyone there eats as much ice cream as possible, and the Goofy Goober building is actually cleverly designed in a way to ensure that this happens. There are no windows in the entire building, so you can't tell whether it's day or night. And the Goofy Goober clock just has
Oh
random numbers on
my
it, so
God.
it's impossible to keep track of time. Because of this, SpongeBob clock just has random
Oh my! Tell me why this is the first time I'm peeping this.
numbers on it, so it's impossible to keep track of time. Because of this, SpongeBob eats ice cream all night and is actually late for work for the very first time. Also, can I point out the fact that the eyes on the clock seem to follow Patrick around in the Goofy Newbie? It's a really creepy and specific detail to include. I mean, we know from the movie
Dude,
that
I haven't watched that episode of the Goofy Newbie with Patrick getting a job, getting him some bands, finding employment. You know what I'm saying? Unlike some of you losers out there, bro. But dude, it's these little details, bro, that are just. It's like getting punched in the throat by Mike Tyson 6 times, and he bites your ear off, dude. Like it's just.
eyes
No,
are
you're
usually-
not. There's no way to prepare for something like that.
supposed to be looking straight ahead, but here they're always watching Patrick, their next target for indoctrination. Now, if the ice cream is what keeps their followers in line, they definitely want to make sure their employees were eating as much as possible. And it turns out Goofy Goobers actually has a policy about this.
Wow, I can't believe Goofy Goober's employees get to eat all the ice cream they want on this job.
The employees get to eat all the ice cream they
God.
want. Very interesting. And there's evidence to suggest that the ice cream can do a lot more than just make you suggestible. At the beginning of the Goofy Newbie, Patrick is holding up the line asking for samples of ice cream. The employee he's talking to gets frustrated and calls for security to kick him out.
Hey, you sampled every flavor we have. Will you please just pick one?
I would like you to use my spoon.
Security, we have a sample mooch at the counter.
But there's something oddly familiar about this employee. Hang on a second. Isn't that Patrick's sister? The new spin-off, The Patrick Star Show, is a prequel to the main show that
Dude, I fucking knew, bro, I fucking knew it, bro. I fucking knew when I had seen the trailer for The Patrick Show. I still haven't watched it, by the way. When I seen the trailer for The Patrick Show, I was like, dude, I don't know who the hell this is, bro, but I do not trust this person.
Patrick's sister? The new spin-off, The Patrick Star Show, is a prequel to the main show that introduces us to Patrick's little sister, Squidina. And here, we see her all grown up, working at Goofy Goober's. She's even credited as Squidina and has the same voice actor. In The Patrick Star Show, we actually do see her eating Goofy Goober ice cream as a kid, which fits with the pattern of kids who eat the ice cream eventually getting indoctrinated into the cult. Now, Squidina and Patrick have a very close, loving relationship in The Patrick Star Show, but here, they act like they're total strangers. It's not surprising that Patrick would forget his own sister, but Squidina is always portrayed as being smart. It's almost like she completely forgot about him. One of the biggest tactics that
They brainwashed her into her forgetting her own identity, bro. All she knows is who she is within the ranks of the cult, dude.
Cults used to indoctrinate people is isolating them from their friends and family to make them more vulnerable and dependent on the cult. And that's exactly what we're seeing here with Squidina. She has no memory of her family. The ice cream might just be affecting her memory as well. I mean, if she was just meant to be some random reusable character...
Bro, this is sad. This is sad as hell, bro. It's just some little ass kids just trying to enjoy some nice, delicious ice cream on a hot summer day under the sea, because ice cream exists under the sea for some reason, bro. And then they just somehow get brainwashed and indoctrinated into an alien death cult against their will. This is awful, dude.
With no continuity, why would the creators go out of their way to specifically credit her as Squidina, unlike the other random employees who are just credited as employee? Feels like they're deliberately trying to draw attention to it. At the end of the Goofy Newbie, Patrick goes crazy and eats a ton of the ice cream, and then the episode ends in a very interesting way.
What?
Peace, hugs, and ice cream!
Now, I don't think Patrick was actually abducted by aliens. I mean, we see him on Earth in the very next episode, and the UFO has the same fake look as the one in the training video. I think that because of all the ice cream he ate, he now fully accepts the Goofy Goober's beliefs, and it's caused him to hallucinate the UFO. So, at this point, I'd say we can make a very strong case for Goofy Goober's being a cult, but with this realization comes a very dark and tragic new meaning for the SpongeBob movie. Believe me, you will never look at
Now we're getting darker. We're getting even darker than we've already gotten already. This is... I don't know if I have the emotional stability to handle something like this. Like, I'm gonna crumble under all of this pressure, bro. This is not good for my health.
Be the same way again.
That was the biggest animal that they had, was a cat? Interesting. You're gonna feed the... Don't do it! Don't dude, my heart is beating. My heart is beating, my ass is even more clenched, bro. He's gonna feed the cat to the void. I don't like this.
The 2004 SpongeBob movie is my favorite thing to come out of the franchise. It's
Right.
funny, it's emotional, and it encapsulates everything great
Certified
about
hood
SpongeBob.
classic.
In this movie, SpongeBob goes on a journey of self-discovery and realizes that he doesn't need to change who he is and grow up to fit into society. He just has to embrace his inner kid and be himself. It's a great message that feels really fitting for the character.
Right,
But
makes you feel
if
good.
Replace the word
Warm and fuzzy on the inside. You know what I'm saying? It's like getting a nice big warm hug from your grandma on a Sunday afternoon. She just pulled some cookies out of the oven, dude. Got Home Alone playing on the TV, bro. Ooh, dude, it makes you just feel great, bro. Shout out the SpongeBob movie, dude.
a great message that feels really fitting for the character. But if you replace the word kid with Goofy Goober, SpongeBob's arc takes on a whole new meaning. It's not about SpongeBob embracing being himself. It's about SpongeBob fully accepting the indoctrination and beliefs of the Goofy Goober cult. The movie starts with SpongeBob not getting promoted to manager of the new Krusty Krab, a job that he desperately wanted and believed that he would get. When he finds out that Squidward got chosen instead of him, it completely destroys him. Cults will target vulnerable people who are at extremely low points, and the first place that SpongeBob goes to after having his heart broken is Goofy Goober's.
Goofy
After a night
fucking
of getting
Goober.
drunk off of ice cream, he becomes resentful of Mr. Krabs and decides to tell him off.
I deserve that manager job, but you didn't give it to me, because you say I'm a kid. Well, I am 100% man, and this man has got something to say to you.
Talk
In
your
fact,
shit,
if King
Sponge.
Neptune didn't interrupt and try to kill Mr. Krabs, SpongeBob probably would have quit and been fully able to join the cult. SpongeBob and Patrick go on a quest to retrieve Neptune's crown,
Right.
and it's almost like every obstacle they face along the way is specifically designed to make SpongeBob and Patrick realize the dark truth about Goofy Goobers, but they fail to do so at every turn. So, they first stop at this tough guy bar that's full of men who beat up anyone that isn't manly
Wait.
enough.
So you're telling me the entire SpongeBob movie was just an attempt at Goofy Goober to get him to stop finding Neptune's crown so that he doesn't hate Mr. Krabs anymore and then he'll fully accept the cult, dude? Now you're telling me Grandma isn't giving me any more hugs, dude? No more warm cookies or Home Alone?
Guy bar that's full of men who beat up anyone that isn't manly enough. But I think there's actually a lot more going on here than it seems. This place actually has an insane amount of similarities to the Goofy Goober ice cream parlor. They're both shaped like boats, they both have bikes out front and a bar inside, and they both have two-word titles that start with the same letter, Goofy Goobers and Thug Tug. Is it possible that this place is
But
actually...
I mean, there's also the salty Splatoon, right? The Krusty Krab, right? I feel like that, you know what I mean? That could just be a coincidence, right?
a
You know what I
former
mean?
Goofy Goobers establishment that was abandoned. I mean, they literally have the Goofy Goober theme song on hand.
SpongeBob, it's the Goofy Goober theme song.
And they claim that no kids are allowed here, yet we see some old kid-sized handprints in the bathroom. If this really is a former Goofy Goobers, then these guys would probably know the truth about the cult, which would explain why they're so against having anyone who's not manly in the bar. It's not because they hate kids, it's because they're trying to keep out a dangerous cult. If SpongeBob
my
and Patrick just stuck around a
God.
little longer, maybe they would have learned this too, but they quickly sneak
I get it. So it wasn't Goofy Goober attempting to stop them. It was each obstacle they knew how bad the cult is, and they try to, you know what I'm saying? They're meant to stop them from fully accepting the cult. Oh my, okay.
out and even make fun of the tough guys at the bar.
I'm
Come on,
getting
Pat,
it.
one more
It's
time.
get me.
We're on a baby hunt. And
We don't think we don't know how to
weed 'em out.
Banger.
Clearly, they didn't get the lesson they were supposed to from this place. Then they go through a fish graveyard and stop at a random ice cream stand, but it turns out it was actually a trap for a monster to lure unsuspecting victims.
Okay, Patrick, let's...
Ice
on you
cream!
now.
An ice cream store that's
Right.
a facade for something darker that lures people in and keeps them trapped. It's like the ocean is literally screaming the truth to SpongeBob and Patrick, but they just aren't getting it. But then they reach an obstacle that's just too great for them to pass, and it makes them reevaluate some things about themselves.
Okay.
We're not kids.
Open your eyes, Patrick! We worship a dancing peanut for corn's sake! You've been wearing the same Goofy Goober peanut party underpants for 3 years straight!
Oh, you're right, SpongeBob.
It isn't until Mindy helps them realize that they're more than just Goofy Goober kids that they can continue on their journey. They sing an entire song about how they believe in themselves now, and Patrick even
Right.
says this.
Now that we're men...
I changed my underwear.
They have finally broken free from the cult's indoctrination.
Nice.
But unfortunately, it doesn't last very long. They're stopped by a hitman Plankton hired to take them out, and he completely destroys all the progress they've made to grow as characters.
Step aside and you won't have to feel the awesome wrath of our mustaches.
These?
They were fake?
Of course they were fake!
They end up getting abducted by a scuba diver who, to them, is a terrifying alien from another world, which is an interesting parallel to Reginald Goober being taken by aliens.
The Cyclops!
They're taken to Shell City in a room full of dead fish, a place eerily similar to a
Including we know who, bro!
They're taken to Shell City in a room full of dead fish.
We know who that is, bro!
A place eerily similar to a death cult after a mass suicide. While SpongeBob and Patrick are being dragged to death, they decide to fully embrace the Goofy Goober's beliefs and spend their last moments alive singing the Goofy Goober theme song.
Oh my god!
Goofy Goober, yeah! Yeah! Goofy Goober, yeah! Goofy, Goofy, Goober!
They got abducted by the alien and then fully accepted the cult! Oh.
But then, just like death cults always promise, they and everyone in the room are reborn when the sprinkler system turns on.
Salvation! Dude, this is wild, bro.
This is, it's getting real dark.
Oh my
then
god.
we get to the climactic finale of the movie. SpongeBob returns to the Krusty Krab, now a changed man.
Right, shout out to David Hasselhoff's man titties.
Finale of the movie. SpongeBob returns to the Krusty Krab, now a changed man. He has to battle Plankton and his army of mind-controlled slaves, and this is how the final confrontation plays out.
And if I've learned anything during that time,
Goofy!
it's that you are who you are.
Fucking
So yeah, I'm a kid.
Goober!
And a wingnut! And a knucklehead that's
He was reborn and gifted powers of the Almighty, bro.
What's going on here?
But most of all,
Dude unlocked Super Saiyan.
Easy! What the scallop? I'm a Goofy Goober!
I'm a Goofy Goober. On first watch, this is such a satisfying and cathartic moment for SpongeBob, but in reality, this is the moment that he has gone past the point of no return and becomes a Goofy Goober. Now, this is normally when I pretend like the video was over and then surprise you with a last-minute twist, but I don't need to pretend this time.
Okay.
If you think this entire video has been insane rambling and none of this could possibly be intentional, well then just for you, I have saved my best piece of evidence for last. Are you ready? While SpongeBob sings the Goofy Goober song, we cut to him standing on the world and getting abducted by a UFO. And even the UFO's lights make a pattern of red, yellow, red, which is eerily similar to the Goofy Goober UFO that has 2 red cherries with a yellow banana in the middle. And that is the Goofy Goober alien death cult theory.
Why do you do this to me? Why do you do this to my brain? Why do you do this to my heart? Why do you do this to my soul? Why do you do this to my emotion? Why do you do this to my body?
Hey. Hey.
Gary! Shout out Gary! Dude, I don't know if I should trust Gary or not. I don't know, dude. I don't know what to trust, bro. My whole reality and existence is nothing but pure fabrication, bro, at this point. So I don't know, bro. Gary, for all I know, could be a spawn of Satan. Sent here to destroy humans, bro. Slaughter all of us.
Wow. Didn't think I could, make these theories any darker, could ya? Gotta love that good old family-friendly, PG-rated SpongeBob. I am having so much fun making these videos. Don't worry, we've got plenty more on the way. I'm just making SpongeBob stuff from now on. Don't worry, we've got plenty more on the way. I'm just making SpongeBob stuff from now on.
Oh, no, motherfucker, I'm on you! Muse, I got
I've been your host, Alex the SpongeBob Guy. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Hey, I'm gonna assume you're still down here.
Oh my god.
I thought about what you asked, and sorry, I just can't. I mean, it's one thing to buy you meat, but a living animal, like a cat, that's
So he was
it's not a line that I'm willing to cross. And if that means
Good for
you're
you,
not gonna
Alex.
give me SpongeBob theories anymore, then so be it. But honestly, man, good luck finding someone else that's gonna be willing to be a part of whatever this weird relationship is between us. Come on, I know you can hear me.
Oh! Oh, you mother... Ew. Oh, Gary! Oh.
What did you do?
Oh, you... Oh, I'm gonna get... Oh, I swear to God, I will find you and I will vanquish you. I swear to God, I will bring honor to my family. Quit fucking playing with me.
My boy, I took what you brought me.
No, but I changed my mind. I didn't give you the cat.
You purchased the cat. You brought it to this home. I simply finished the job.
No, this is not what I wanted, okay? This isn't worth it. We are fucking done.
Oh, no.
We both know you can't go back now.
Dude.
Okay. This is the last time
Stop.
that I want you out of this house.
Ah! Motherfuckers got tentacles, bro. He's got tentacles. Gary. Oh. Dude, listen, bro. Listen, bro. We gonna start with a theory. That's where we'll start, right? We'll start with this absolutely mad, insane, demented, psychotic conspiracy theory of the Goofy Goober alien death cult. Is it a death cult? Abso-fucking-lutely, and god damn it, I can't believe it, bro. Goofy Goober is using ice cream to forcibly brainwash and indoctrinate the youth into becoming one with the goofiest of the Goobers, bro. This is mad. This is absolutely insane, bro, and I hate every ounce of this with my well-being, bro. And not much of me as well after watching this, dude, so oh my gosh, bro. And then we've got this damn void demon holding Alex against his will, bro. We've got some new information. He likes to eat live cats, which makes me want to put a bounty even more on his head, bro. And he's got tentacles, bro. This is, bro. We're getting more pieces to the puzzle. It's all starting to come together, bro. I'm on this. I promise I will solve this, dude. This is getting out of hand, but I will not let this go much further, bro. Dear God, Lord, save us all, bro. This theory was insane. This fucking cow is insane, bro. Everything is insane, and I don't even know what to think about this, dude.